name echoed in my heart like a sacred mantra. Her laughter was the melody to my soul. Our love story was written in the stars, destined to be a timeless epic. We were two souls intertwined, inseparable. We dreamt of a future bathed in the golden hues of our love. Aarna, my soulmate, my everything.
We were young and full of life. Our love was a vibrant tapestry woven with threads of laughter, passion, and dreams. Every stolen glance, every touch ignited a fire in my soul. Aarna was more than just my lover. She was my confidant, my best friend, the other half of my soul. We spent countless evenings under the starlit sky, sharing secrets and dreams.
Aarna would trace patterns on my palm, her touch sending shivers down my spine. "Our love is eternal," she would whisper, her eyes reflecting the starlight. Little did I know how prophetic her words would be. One fateful night, our world shattered. A deafening screech, the blinding headlights, and then darkness. The accident stole everything. My life, our future, Aarna's happiness. It was as if a cruel hand had ripped my heart out, leaving a gaping hole in its place.
I woke up in a void, a strange in-between place. I saw Aarna, her eyes filled with unbearable pain. Her cries echoed through the emptiness, tearing at my soul. I yearned to reach out to her, to comfort her, but an invisible barrier held me captive.
Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Aarna was a shadow of her former self, consumed by grief. Her family, desperate to pull her out of her despair, decided to arrange her marriage. I watched helplessly, my heart breaking all over again.
Kabir, a wealthy businessman with a charming facade. He was everything I was not. Powerful, influential, and shrouded in an air of mystery. Aarna, still lost in her grief, was indifferent to his advances. Her family, however, saw him as her savior, her ticket to a secure future.
I observed Kabir from the shadows, a silent spectator to his pursuit of Aarna. There was something about him that felt off, a discordant note in his seemingly perfect symphony. His eyes, though seemingly kind, held a flicker of something cold and calculating. My intuition screamed at me, warning me of a danger I couldn't quite place.
As Kabir's presence in Aarna's life grew, so did my unease. He was a wolf in sheep's clothing. I was sure of it. But what could I, a spirit lost in the ether, do to protect her? I was trapped, unable to warn her, to shield her from the storm that was brewing. Kabir had many enemies, men whose paths he had crossed in his ruthless climb to the top. They lurked in the shadows, waiting for their chance to strike. I watched as their plans unfolded, a deadly ballet of revenge and betrayal. Kanteen.
One rainy night, their trap was sprung. Gunshots shattered the silence, followed by the sickening thud of a body hitting the floor. Kabir, caught off guard, didn't stand a chance. As his life ebbed away, I felt a strange pull, a vortex of energy drawing me in.
Before I could comprehend what was happening, I was sucked into a blinding light. Then, silence. When I opened my eyes, I was staring at my reflection, Kabir's face, my soul. Fate, it seemed, had dealt me a hand in this macabre game. I was alive again, but in a form I never imagined. The transition was jarring.
I was trapped in a stranger's body. My thoughts and memories a confusing jumble with Kabir's. I had to reach Aarna to tell her what had happened, but how would she ever believe me?
My first encounter with Aarna after the transformation was surreal. Her eyes widened in shock, her breath catching in her throat.
I tried to speak, to utter her name, but the words came out strained, unfamiliar. I began leaving clues, subtle reminders of our shared past. I hummed our song, cooked her favorite dish, even mimicked my old mannerisms.
Aarna noticed, of course. Her brow furrowed in confusion, her eyes reflecting a flicker of recognition.
"Vivaan," she whispered one day, her voice trembling with a mix of hope and disbelief.
My heart leaped. Could she feel it too? The echo of our love, resonating through the barriers of life and death? Our story was met with disbelief, fear, and skepticism. Aarna's family, initially hesitant, eventually came around, witnessing the undeniable connection between us. The love in Aarna's eyes, the way she looked at me, spoke volumes.
The transition wasn't easy. Living in Kabir's body came with its own set of challenges. His past, his enemies, his unfinished business. But with Aarna by my side, I felt invincible. Her love was my shield, my strength, my guiding light.
We decided to honor Kabir's legacy, using his wealth and influence to right his wrongs and help those in need. It was our way of thanking him, of acknowledging the strange twist of fate that brought us together.
Life took on a new meaning, a deeper purpose. We were no longer just Vivaan and Aarna, the star-crossed lovers. We were a symbol of hope, a testament to the enduring power of love. Our story became a beacon of light, inspiring others to believe in the impossible.
We traveled the world, sharing our story, spreading a message of love and acceptance. We encountered skeptics and believers alike, but our faith in each other never wavered, for we knew in the depths of our souls that our love was real, eternal, and unbreakable.
The world marveled at their story, whispering tales of reincarnation, divine intervention, and the triumph of love over death. But for them, it was simple. It was about two souls destined to be together, finding their way back to each other against all odds. Years passed, seasons changed, but their love remained a constant, an unyielding force that anchored them to each other. They built a life together, filled with laughter, purpose, and an unshakable bond.
As I looked into Aarna's eyes, now etched with the passage of time, but still sparkling with the same love I had fallen for lifetimes ago, I knew that our journey was far from over. We had been given a second chance, a rare and precious gift, and we were determined to cherish every moment.
Our love story, once tragically cut short, had been rewritten, etched onto the fabric of eternity. We were living proof that true love never dies. It transcends the boundaries of time, space, and even death, binding two souls together for all eternity.
They were Vivaan and Aarna, forever bound by a love that knew no bounds.